Buenos días, buenas tardes y buenas noches, Pitch. Estamos aquí de vuelta para continuar con la serie de reacts que en este caso le falta por terminar con CyberPunk 2077, que aunque le quede hasta abril para el 2020, todavía no hice react del último gameplay que hubo del Deep Dive video, y se publicó originalmente el 30 de agosto de 2019, ya hace bastante, ya hace 3 meses de aquello. Pero lo voy a hacer porque principalmente tengo cámara nueva, que es esta de aquí, y porque viva el vino, yo que sé. Y porque quiero ver el vídeo, porque no lo he visto hasta ahora. Así que veo el momento perfecto para probar la cámara y continuar la serie React de una manera diferente, o sea, actualizada en cuanto a hardware bajo mi persona. Así es que nada, voy a poner el vídeo en 4K, vale, de acuerdo. ¿He puesto subtítulos en español? Sí, vale, de acuerdo. Lo he puesto en 4K, pero bueno, por ponerlo.
Hey V, you all right?
Let's do this.
Espera la conexión. Vale, te estás conectando a otra movida.
Okay. What now?
Johnny Silverhand.
Johnny.
Yo cada día lo tengo más claro, voy a pillármelo para PC. Aunque tengo la One X, pero...
Where are we?
Our BBS, data fortress. Bridge to the deep net.
El puente hacia el más allá de la conexión o algo de eso. No hay límites, no hay borders, no hay...
Beyond the black wall.
Ya.
Welcome to the CyberPunk 2077 2019 Deep Dive video. In last year's gameplay reveal, we showed you our vision for the world of CyberPunk 2077, its quests, and visual design. This year, we'd like to give you a peek at some of the playstyles you'll be able to adopt as your character progresses through the story.
Here goes nothing.
You're about to see sequences embodying two distinct approaches to playing Cyberpunk. We'll show you a strong solo build, that is, a character who focuses on employing blunt force and taking instant action. And a narrower build, a playstyle taking frequent advantage of stealth tactics, hacking, and battlefield control achieved using malicious software.
¡Agua!
Additionally,
Se disparaba la cabeza el solo.
One of the game's districts,
Bueno, la habrá pirateado.
two gangs, the Animals and the Voodoo Boys. And you'll see glimpses of Johnny Silverhand, the digital construct who haunts our main character, V. A word of caution. Given that the video covers a section of the game deep into the main storyline, we have edited the footage to contain as few spoilers as possible. Be aware that the gameplay as presented does reveal characters and locations you'll see while playing the game's main story arc. So watch at your own discretion.
Vale. Solo se vive una vez.
Where are we headed? This way.
In this video, you'll experience a segment of a quest from the middle of the game. We're currently in Pacifica, one of Night City's 6 unique districts.
No Pacifica, well. Nah. You guys aren't exactly great at rolling out the welcome mat for outsiders.
It was designed to be a tourist hotspot within the city. As you can see, this didn't pan out. When uncertainty struck the global economy, investors pulled their funding, leaving most establishments unfinished. It's one of those places where expectations and reality collided, resulting in a heap of disappointment. Ongoing gang wars plague this part of the city. Outsiders don't come here if they don't have to. even by Night City's standards, it's dangerous to those unfamiliar with it. Taking a casual stroll here would not be a good idea. A fast motorbike or armor-plated car would be the
Un coche blindado, o sea, él es el puto gueto ya, ¿o qué? Tío, no me jodas.
But places like this have their advantages. If you're in need of rare goods or illegal cyberware, Pacifica's bustling local markets are a good place to start your search. The Grand Imperial Mall is a whole other story. It was one of the last developments in Pacifica to lose its funding. Until recently it stood vacant, but now a gang called the Animals has moved in for reasons unknown.
Something's not going right for the big guy up top.
And that's what we need to learn in order to earn the trust of the Voodoo Boys, the Animals' rivals.
What the hell?
Could fucking tell me what you plan to do first.
You take job. You do what I say. So you jack in now.
Sí,
Of the many gangs in CyberPunk 2077, the
afroamericano.
Voodoo Boys are the most skilled at using the net.
You have now seen the Rezo Agüe, our subnet.
Why? What for?
La música, tío.
To Agüe, I see what you see, hear what you hear.
This mysterious gang of highly skilled netrunners has close ties to the local Haitian community.
Haitiana local.
Haitians settled in Pacifica in the 2060s after natural disasters struck their island and forced them to emigrate en masse. The Voodoo Boys gang formed around this same time, though at a smaller scale. Now the gang effectively rules Pacifica. The Voodoo Boys don't usually work with outsiders. Lucky for us, it seems they're prepared to make an exception this time.
Mr. Hand sent me. Said you got merc work needs doing.
Still, to earn their trust, we need to prove our worth. Placide, one of the Voodoo Boys' higher-ups, has offered us a mission. We need to infiltrate the Grand Imperial Mall, currently occupied by the Voodoo Boys' deadly enemy, a gang called the Animals.
20:35:07. 3 seconds before, poof, the camionette. We try to learn where the camionette come from.
The Animals are not your normal gang. Their presence in Pacifica is suspicious. They value might above all else and wear melee combat implants to raise their prowess in combat. Their beverage of choice is juice, a potent strength and speed-enhancing concoction. As sought-after bouncers, they're usually dispersed throughout town. As skilled street-level business types, they've cornered the market in illegal substances and underground live-or-die prize fights. When they converge in one spot, it's for something big. It's then they appoint the fastest and strongest among them as their ad hoc leader. In this case, it's a woman named Sasquatch.
Said you wanted my vet.
Está petadísima.
As far as I remember, you said no bone brain buffaloes on steroids. Afraid that's the cost of doing biz.
This is the tech Placide was talking about. It seems non-standard for the Animals. And this is where we come in. Getting to the van won't be easy, but we're more than qualified for the job, which we can complete in one of many ways. The character creation in CyberPunk 2077 is the kind you'd expect from a full-fledged RPG. You start by choosing your past, important because this unlocks special options at important story junctures. You also fully customize your character using a deep customization system that spans not only your look and style, but also your abilities. CyberPunk 2077 does not feature
Para mí es otro juego dentro del juego.
Instead, it has a fluid class system that allows players to mix and match a wide range of abilities to suit their play styles. You can create a strong solo character, a skilled netrunner, or any other hybrid class you can imagine.
Mira, la clase es híbrida. Yo creo que le era una híbrida, más o menos.
Let's see how a solo play style in CyberPunk 2077 might work. Solos prefer a direct approach. They use guns and might to get things done. So let's
también mola,
some havoc.
Vamos a sembrar el caos.
With our enhanced strength, we can strip this turret of its weapons and give the Animals a taste of their own medicine. This is how a player investing in solo abilities might live out their Terminator power fantasy. Enhanced strength lets us force open doors.
Hostia, ¿cómo se le ve?
Or grab enemies to use as human shields.
Los tendones, o lo que se supone que son los tendones, ¿cómo se les abrían, tío? Me recordaba mucho Ghost in the Shell.
We also gain access to powerful melee combat cyberware.
Hostia.
So even someone as fast and strong as Sasquatch, the leader of this group of animals, is not impossible to beat for a solo.
Uy, va.
But Sasquatch has a different game plan. She's out to jack in and hack us. Let's see how this plays out.
Ready for some fun? Proceed. What's going on?
Le está pirateando, le está jodiendo, pero bien. El punto débil, tío. Cualquier cosa que brille, tú dispara.
It's our choice if we want to finish her off or spare her. Your Cyberpunk, your rules. If you'd rather sneak around, hide, and strike from the shadows, no problem. Just develop your net running skills to get around obstacles or hack into enemy tech to have it do the dirty work for you.
Vale, más sigilo, más táctico, ¿no? Y lo ahorcas.
Net running abilities mean hacking skills that let us use our cyber deck to breach access points. For this, we fill the buffer of our cyber deck with a string of instructions represented by these letters and numbers. Matching the instructions for basic access grants us control of devices connected to this network. The more instructions we match, the more control we gain over elements in the network. We can hack our way through in numerous ways. A quick hack may grant us control of the security camera.
Sí.
Another one should let us tweak the difficulty of the training bot to create a distraction.
Ponerlo al nivel cabrón. Ahí va.
With our nanowire, we can even hack this guy's implants from a distance. In this world, almost everything is connected to a local network.
Todo va por wifi, tío.
Which brings us back to cyberspace.
Las latas.
You don't get to do anything in the net unnoticed. There's always someone watching. It could be corpos, or even worse, it could be Netwatch. And that is exactly the case here.
Who is they?
Netwatch. They're always out to fuck us.
Netwatch and the Voodoo Boys are like fire and ice. The first of these wants to maintain the old order and protect people from AI anarchy originating from beyond the Black Wall. The Voodoo Boys want to establish contact with the free AIs. They believe this will enable their boundless expansion on the net and grant them the upper hand over Netwatch. Netwatch sees this as the end of the world. Both are right.
Whoa, hey.
How you deal with the Netwatch agent is entirely up to you. Do we side with the gang? Choosing to be on Netwatch's bad side is never wise. But can we really trust the Voodoo Boys?
You set me up!
As you can see, we have many possible options. But in each case, we take a risk.
Think I'll just stick to my plan.
Se va a piratear de verdad. O ver la verdad, más bien.
That didn't work out well. In the world of cyberpunk, few things go as planned.
A ver, vamos a ver.
And that was just a glimpse of how
Mierda, no sabía yo ni
the
sin
branching storyline in Cyberpunk 2077 can get. Every decision you make will have consequences. Your choices will shape how the world reacts to you and affect your relationships with those around you. One of those relationships is special. Ever heard of Johnny Silverhand, a rebel rocker boy who will be your companion throughout your adventure in Night City?
Come on, really think they give a rat's dick how you look?
Like everyone in Cyberpunk 2077, he has his own agenda. You'll decide if he'll be your ally or your enemy. And that chip in your head, the one thanks to which Johnny lives inside your mind, well, that's a story for another time.
Qué guapo. ¿Quién no quiere que haya un riff de aliado? Me cago en la hostia. O sea, 16 de abril de 2020. Sí, señor. Vale, pues continuando con todos estos detalles, la verdad es que ya se había dicho antes y había comentado que se pueden hacer una misión de distintas maneras, de la manera más pacifista posible, o ir de la más rápida y directa, ¿no? Pues, representando lo que es para la gente que le prefiere la acción más directa, ¿no? O el rollo de sigilo, o el de hackeo y tal, y de distintas maneras. Y tiene muy buena pinta. Yo ya lo había comentado antes con mis amigos, que yo creo que cada día que pasa estoy cada vez más convencido de que el CyberPunk 2077 me lo voy a acabar pillando para PC antes que en la Xbox One X. Si bien es cierto que la Xbox tengo la Play 4 y tengo la One, tengo la One X y la Switch y tal, y tengo todas las consolas, pero en el PC, entre que tengo el i7 de cuarta generación, tengo 24 de RAM, tengo una GTX 1060 de 6 GB, un disco duro SSD de 1 TB, yo creo que con todo eso me irá mejor en el PC con Cyberpunk que directamente en la One X, porque en la One X estoy casi seguro que esa mierda va a ir a 30 FPS, y yo hace tiempo que dejé los 30 FPS. La verdad es que las 60 FPS son la hostia, y es así, se da claro. Y ahora encima con este monitor que tengo de 144 Hz es aún más la hostia todavía. Entonces es probable, quizá el Diego del futuro lo vuelva a confirmar, pero yo creo que sí, yo voy a acabar pillando el para PC, y si lo hago para PC voy a hacer gameplay largo y tendido, y si puedo hacer distintos comentarios al respecto, pero nada más. Así que tengo muchísimas ganas de este CyberPunk 2077, aunque un poco tarde, sí, 3 meses después, pero ¿a quién le importa? Tengo una cámara nueva, lo estreno y así estoy contento con lo que tengo, así que voy a seguir haciendo más cositas de este estilo, ya que tengo el hardware necesario. Así que nada, muchísimas gracias por estar ahí atrás y nos vemos hasta la próxima.